and welcome to iNurture videos. In this video, we will discuss about event handling in JavaScript. At the end of this video, you will be able to define event handling. Interaction between JavaScript and HTML pages happen via events. Events happen in the browser due to the actions performed by users on the page or application. An event is defined as an action or occurrence recognized by software that may be handled by the software. An event can be a simple action like clicking a button on the page, completion of loading of the page in the browser, input via keyboard from the user, etc. Events and event handlers are concept of event-driven programming where the flow of the program is based on the occurrence of events.
Just a basic button on the screen. In case you forgot from XHTML tutorials how to do this, you just go ahead and write inputs, type equals button, and for the value is basically what is your button gonna say, and we'll just write touch me. So let's go ahead and end this right now and we'll see what we got. We got a basic plain old button on the screen, doesn't do anything. You just click it a bunch of times and nothing happens. Pretty boring, huh? So let's go ahead and use event handlers to spice this up a bit. Now, event handlers are pretty much built-in keywords that your computer recognizes and knows that it's JavaScript. You don't have to tell it in another function that it's JavaScript. Your browser automatically knows the event handler, so whoever created your browser, they already typed them in there for you. So the only thing you have to remember is these different keywords for event handlers, and the most I don't want to say commonly used because I never did a survey on it, but one of the most commonly used event handlers is called onClick, and make sure the C is capitalized. And this is a keyword that says whenever the user clicks this element, and in this case a button right here, then I want to run the bit of JavaScript code in here. So anything you type in between these quotation marks, it has to be JavaScript code, and that's what's going to be ran whenever the user clicks this button. So go ahead, and I'm just going to make a basic alert box. So go ahead and type alert and add your parameters, but check this out. You know, however we make an alert that we usually type some text into it and we put it in double quotation marks like hey now or something like that? Well, since we're working inside an XHTML attribute right now and we have all these double quotation marks, these quotation marks right here tell JavaScript, or excuse me, tell your browser that we're working with attributes. So we can't use those same quotation marks in here. So instead of double quotation marks, we need to use single quotation marks so we don't confuse it. So it doesn't really have an effect on your program at all. It just differentiates between the double ones for your attributes and the single ones for your JavaScript. So go ahead, put single quotation marks in your parameter and go ahead and write something like or write something stupid. And now, just like in JavaScript, with every statement we have to end it with a semicolon. This lets our browser know that we're done running this bit of JavaScript code. So go ahead and save that, refresh it, and our web page looks the same right now, but in fact it's not the same because whenever we touch this button, check it out, an alert box pops up that says pretty cool. So let's go ahead and press OK, and that's the basic of an event handler. So as you can see, before, whenever we were working with JavaScript, our web page loaded and all the JavaScript ran and it did whatever it did, and that was basically it. But now we can wait for the user input.
Thank you for watching this video.